健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類栄光あれ。
Hello, how are we all doing? Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing? We've got some Dark Elves. We're going to do some Dark Elves today because those really cool Crone people came out yesterday. How's everybody doing? Henster, hello, how are you doing? The henchest guy on Twitch. How you doing, Malstier? Mannering, Sophie, we got Purples was in first. Shirato, hello. Tobes, of course. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Oh, there he is. Finally.
All right. Yes, I is here, and we're going to paint lots of repeater crossbows today because those Crones came out. So I thought I would do Dark Elves because I'm excited. So I need to get as many of these out as I can. I've also just picked these ones out because they didn't have the bases weren't painted on these ones, so I'll just prime those. There we go. Let's do those. That'll do. Calm down. I know, Mannerings. I know. Oh, it's exciting. They're really cool. Right, so what we're going to do, what are we going to do? Where is it that one? Yes, that one. Need to clean the top of that off a little bit. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. What's everybody up to? What is everybody up to? Have you all had a good morning? I have been painting some secrety bits and bobs, which has been quite fun. So I've been doing some of that. Hey, Squeezel. How you doing, Squeezel? Squeezy man. I've got half a kind of a dead wet palette at the moment. However, I've got enough to.
Guess what, Christopher? You fucking forgot the fucking music again. Fuck. Moo.
Oh my god, Olivia's so angry. Olivia, why are you always so angry at me? Why are you so angry at me, Olivia? How are you today, Olivia? Is everything alright? Apart from clearly not having the music. What day is it today? I think it's an Eve day today. Olivia's so angry at me. Olivia is a very angry Twitch lady. She is a very angry Twitch lady. She's super angry.
Eve day. And I'm fucking worried. Moo.
Oh, yes. Well, Olivia's not worried. Purpley Spark is worried. She despises unprofessionalism. I don't think he got Harry Enfield Scouser ref. Calm down. Why? What? Why Scouser? I'm confused. Why the Scouser reference? That's what I'm confused about now. Dark Elves. What we were talking about, Mannerings. I've also finished off the little hair addition on her, so she's got the tip of her ponytail back, which is good. So I'm going to, what I'm thinking of doing. Holy shit! It's a Mills. It's a Mills and Boone. The Mills and Boone novel is here and ready to get millsed. How are you doing, Millie? Have you hung out with Ryan Reynolds recently? There and back again, A Raider's Tale. Hey, teeny tiny, how you doing, teeny tiny, tiny teeny teeny tiny, tiny teeny teeny tiny tiny tiny, teeny tiny 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 teeny teeny. How you doing, Mills? Mills, what were you doing today? Were you doing a Gundam today, Mills, or was that yesterday? Millicent Margaret Amanda has started off on the Gundam train. Where's my Gundam? My Gundam's here. Or one of them's here. This is the one I'm kind of throwing and practicing and doing shit with. I've taken it all apart recently. There's his cool head. I've taken him apart just to kind of get an idea of painting before I do my World Cup one.
Gundam was yesterday, Christopher. Fucking keep up. Moo.
Fucking keep up. Moo. Fuck's sake. I know. I'm so bad. I'm such a bad Millie friend. Don't know what she was painting today. How bad am I? How bad am I? Are Gundam's the hot new thing for Warhammer painting streamers? But it seems so. It seems so. It's one of those things that, like, a couple of people discover, and then everybody kind of jumps on the bandwagon, don't they? Ha ha ha. For reference, I did my first one like 2 years ago, so I'm not jumping on bandwagon. I'm expanding. He was actually building Gundam again. In your face, everybody. See, I know what Millie's actually doing. I know what Millie's doing. Finished making a little SD Gundam yesterday. Sweet. Yeah, I've got a Sazabi to get for the Gundam Builders World Cup. I'm gonna do a Sazabi and I'm gonna do a Sazabi and a Nu in real grade. They are so much to build. Yeah, they're quite cool. They are quite cool. I think you can build them really quickly, or you can take forever and clean everything up and stuff, and then paint them as well. Anyway, yeah, I've got bits all primed. I've just dropped their head on the floor. Anyway, which one are you building? Which are you building? I don't know whether this is the right brown. I think it is. Well, that was the initial idea. I bet you're doing what's the Barbatos one?
Before we forget, fuck Erebus, and fuck Manfred, and fuck Lindros, and fuck Denethor, and fuck Christopher. Then refuck Erebus, then throw them all in an active volcano to get fucked some more.
Yes. HG Calibron. A chat said it was a good place to start. If you start at the very beginning, it's a very good place to start. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, is that the right brown? I don't know whether that's the right brown. I think it needs to be paler brown. Therefore, this is probably right for a base tone. Mannerings did his first in 2002. I don't think I was. Oh no, I was working at Games Workshop in 2002. So I was doing obviously Warhammer and Tamiya rally cars. I used to do rally cars in 2002. Peugeot 206. I had the Celica, the Toyota Celica, Sainz's Toyota Celica. That was really cool. Nice build. And a see-through Mercedes SL. God, there's a lot of... I thought if I spend some time doing all these, because every Dark Elf army has repeater crossbows in it, right? Did you say this started the hobby in 2002? No, I said I was working at Games Workshop in 2002. I have no clue about Gundam. They look cool, but don't appeal to me as a project for myself. I like the model building aspect. No, I started the hobby in 1990, Sophie. I started the Warhammer hobby. I started model making in about 1986. So feel free to do your usual. Oh, you're so old. You really are old, I know. Started building models out of sticks. How's the Caliban coming on, Mills? Is it all okay? Right, so I think that is... If we use that as the base tone and then highlight it up from there, just one highlight, I think that'll probably be alright. So there's a couple of things. There's a couple of ones that I want to get. There's definitely this one which I want to get. Where is it? There it is. So this is one I'm not going to get. That I'm going to get. This is a Gunpla. Because it's Optimus Prime. And I never had. There's only 3 left in stock, so I need to hurry up and get one. I'm trying to hold out for my birthday, but... trying to hold out for my birthday. So that's definitely what I'm going to get. And then there is also... let me get the cover off my keyboard. I'm going to get that, which is the real grade Sazabi. Sazabi! So I'm going to get that. And then and then that as well.
Fucking hell, Christopher. You said you would click buy as soon as it went down to 4. And now it's down to 3. Damn it.
I know. I know.
Move.
I know. I know. I know. I said I'd get it when it went down to 4. Because I saw this one. I saw it. And it had low stock, 5 left in stock. And I was like, it's okay. It's got 5 left in stock. I'll get one when it gets down to 4. And now it's got down to 3. I'm like, well, I'll just keep my eye on it. But it's a chunk. I'm gonna grab it for my birthday. But yeah, so I never got. I think I was 10. I was 9 or 10, and I wanted Optimus Prime. Because it was the Christmas. It was the Christmas one.
Fuck you. I'm buying all 3.
Shut up! Don't do that! Don't do that! OG King, thank you very much. So yeah, I wanted Optimus Prime when I was 9 or 10, and my mum and dad said they looked everywhere for it. Went to all the toy shops in Derby, Nottingham, everything, trying to find it, and they couldn't find it. So I got Starscream. So I had, I think it was Starscream. I did have the one with the cassette in it as well, but I never got Optimus Prime. And then I saw that one. I just googled it because I've been looking at Gundam build videos ready for my Gundam Builders World Cup Sazabi that I'm going to do, because I'm going to do some scribing on it, because that's the thing about Gundams which I've realised is that I don't like it when they don't have a sense of scale on the model. So I'm going to address that. And so I'm going to do loads of scribing on mine. So I was looking at loads of videos, and then I came across one of the guys who was doing videos for the Gundam stuff did an Optimus Prime build. I was like, what is that? So I went and Googled and found it, and there's one in the UK, and that's the cheapest one in the UK. So I will pick that up at some point. It's properly cool. So then I will finally have Optimus Prime. I've been moving all my shelving around as well a little bit. So rather than my shelves, originally all the shelves were to hold projects that I was working on, and then I could go to the shelf and pick the project that I wanted to work on that day and then put it back on the shelf. So rather than that now, all my projects are going in boxes, and the shelves are a bit more of a display thing, so it can, once I've built it and kind of repainted it and scribed some more panel lines and things, although that one doesn't really need any panel lining doing, there's a few little details I'm going to change, and then it can sit on the shelf, which would be cool. Cleaner hasn't shown up, so I'm going to have to lurk for a bit. Sophie, a cassette was an old way of storing music with a long magnetic tape in a case.
Well, too bad, Christopher. It's now out of stock. Moo.
It's not. You haven't just bought 3. Yeah, there we go. So this is an important, a really important implement that Sophie will have no idea what it's for. But this was very important. Everybody had to have one of these in their pockets in the 80s. Rehydrate, thank you very much, Retired.
Good. Share our warpstone, and I will not eat you. Yet.
So yeah, there we go. There's my Gundam plans. The Sazabi is clearly the coolest, and I really like the new as well. And then I found out, because I've got a few very, very clever Gundam aficionados in chat and my Discord and stuff, found out that the new fought the Sazabi quite a lot, so I kind of looked into a classic pairing. So I will do that for the Gundam Builders World Cup next year, which would be really cool. Now you see, Sophie, this might be a pen, but I wasn't referring to it as a pen because we were talking about cassette tapes, and everybody seemed to miss the reference. So everybody had one of those in their pocket, not for writing. Anyway, you see, it's always fun to tease Sophie for being 12. Critical equipment. It is incredibly critical. For your Tau, I mean, that's the ultimate, isn't it? Like, if the Tau actually looked like a Gundam or a Armored Core frame, that would get me into Tau. And I have thought long and hard about trying to do robot Tau. Just make everything a robot, but doesn't quite transpire. Right, is that the right colour? I think that's the right colour. And then we can highlight it after. To start painting Tau in Gundam colours. So it didn't get jammed. Anyway, what's everybody up to? How's everybody's Wednesday going? Thank you for the raid, by the way, Millie. Have I actually said that? Is it Ogrim Brown? No, it's XV88. XV88 is... fucking everything that I paint this kind of tone of brown is XV88 because it's a really nice colour. It's the same colour I paint bone for as well. So I need to, speaking of old world, I need to give my Tomb King some glowy eyes. All my skeletons, I want to give my Tomb King skeletons glowy eyes. Now I don't know whether to do them green. I think I want to do them green, but I'm not entirely sure. Are there any other colours to do Tomb King glowy eyes? Do you think about blue?
Let me say it out loud, as Christopher doesn't read the chat. Poe and Tato's surgery is finished and went well for both of them. They're now in aftercare waking up. I hope they're giving them some treats.
Yay! Fantastic! Oh, congrats! Poe and Tato, or Tarto, as Olivia says. Poe and Tarto, because Olivia is posh. Olivia's from the posh side of Australia. So it's Tarto. Congrats! When are you going to pick them up? When are you allowed to go grab them? Olivia is super duper posh indeed. SNN. CDs and DVDs, when I was little, though my dad still had a selection of LP records I was never allowed to touch. I think everybody's got a selection of LPs. LPs are cool. I've got loads of LPs. You keep them framed on the wall. Nice. Yeah, maybe I should frame the Sheryl Crow ones that I've got. I don't know whether that is the right colour. Maybe this should be grey. Maybe this should be grey. Got some grey on the wet palette. Let's paint one grey. See which one we like. Tomb King Tristan, yay! Why is the foam app so shit? Yeah. I think it's just the way. Meeting? No! Teeny Tiny on the lurk as well. Everybody's on the lurk today. Oh, I need to nip to the bathroom. I think it probably is grey, isn't it? Just needs to be a slightly better grade than this. Not long before I have to start fasting. This is going to be interesting. Why fasting? What's you fasting for? Yeah, I like the darker one better. Oh! Polished black grey, yeah. I think the polished black does work. I think it might need to be just like a shade lighter. In fact, before we carry on painting these, let's just find one that's a shade lighter. We have one that's a shade lighter, don't we? Because it's the one that we use for the trim on purples. There we go. Right, I'm just going to nip to the bathroom, 2 seconds. And we can carry on painting. Okay, let's carry on. So we're doing same brown as we used for Purpley Sparks Commission, the trim. So it's Eclipse Grey from Scale Colour. Not met up with Andy yet. No, I've not heard from him. I need to message him again. I'll follow up. I'll probably nip around this weekend. How are you doing, Sharato? I was thinking about the Wood Elf scheme as well, and I might do a red-green scheme. So red shading and then like green from the top to get a bit of colour interest going on. So rather than just doing plain red or plain green. look quite cool. Is it the toes? I bet it's the toes. No, I like the sculpts. I think the sculpts are really cool. It could be kind of slightly tweaked. But for the vast majority, I think the sculpts are quite good. Painting's like the usual heavy metal issues with elven faces, but and the cloak is really kind of weird. I don't quite know what's happened with the painting on the cloak. It's like when I try and do like lazy texture and just kind of go. What do you like about them? We've no idea, Sophie. We don't know. That's what we've been kind of trying to guess for the last however many streams. We don't know. High Elves have only just finished coming out. July or beginning of August. It depends. It depends whether they're going to come out at the same time as the Beastman as like a dual release. Whether they're going to come out before the Beastman, whether they're going to come out after the Beastman. They've got Cathay to come out at some point. So they've revealed 3 factions. So. It could be as late as like September, October if Cathay come out at Christmas or something weird. I don't quite know why they come out at Christmas, having been revealed this early, but that's the questions we've all got to try and answer at the moment. Is how quickly do they want to release stuff? Because everything else has been released really slowly. So we don't know, Soph. Could be next week. It could be anywhere from like mid-May to September. You're going to have to keep an eye on the Warhammer community site. By the looks of it. By the looks of what? With how they're dragging out the releases. Yeah, but why have they revealed them so early? That's the thing. If they've revealed Cathay in beginning of April. Surely that's not going to be a December release. So as you can see, who knows? So I kind of think they'll do a Wood Elves and Beastmen dual release, is my current thinking. So release them both at the same time. Kind of like they did with Bretonnians and Tomb Kings when they came out. Because I think they want to get the Cathay out ASAP to kind of keep the hype of Old World going. So I think Wood Elves will be out end of May along with Beastmen, but that's just my brainstorming, if you like. Hey Ginger, how you doing? What's the trick for the silver? The silver's just airbrushed. The silver is the easiest part of the entire model. The silver is scale colour black metal with the airbrush, and then chrome with the airbrush, and then everything else is just kind of picked out. You've got... That's how they kind of end up. There's Skaven aren't Old World. There's no... You won't see Skaven in Old World. So yeah, they end up looking like that. Thank you very much. And yes, Millie raided in. All Skaven. They have unofficial official rules, but they don't have model support. Which is again what I was talking about a couple of streams ago with the vampire counts and the dark elves. Because I hope that dark elves and vampire counts might see a official release for Old World fairly soon, maybe. Well, not fairly soon, but at some point, because the factions seem to have moved a little bit further away from AOS. I like the grey more. Just need the gold to be the only kind of warm thing on the model. A little bit of trim. So So the grey. And then they just need a matte black wash into the recesses, and that should be pretty good. Never start AOS. Well, Games Workshop probably would have failed if they did that. Probably would have ended because nobody was buying fantasy because everybody had their armies, so they had to change something.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
How excited are you at the moment? How are you doing, One Stop? So very excited. So very excited. I am so very excited. Absolutely knackered brush, but it's we're only base coating, so it's fine. There's questions about my silver. I've answered it. I said it was airbrush with. So you get scale color black metal. You airbrush the whole thing scale color black metal, and then you get model air chrome, and then you highlight it with model air chrome. And that's it. And so all my old world armies, the colour schemes are trying to be, well, apart from the Tomb Kings, although to be fair, even the Tomb Kings are reasonably quick, trying to get colour schemes which are airbrush start, which is what I'm going to be trying to do for my Wood Elves as well, airbrush start and then brushed finished, so that we can kind of smash through all the rank and file, because as it kind of shows up more and more, the models, once they rank up, if you get kind of some strong colours down, once they rank up they look amazing. You want 1800 points of 100 berserkers? I mean, that would just be... I don't know why they've done that. Honestly, I don't know why they've done that. Everything else is like 3s and 6s. And now they've gone to 10s and 20s of Khorne berserkers. So the Wood Elves, I'm thinking of doing a red undershading and then a green from the top, and then picking out details in green. So I think we might try and do that for the Wood Elves, because then we can combine and pull everything together colour scheme wise with the red undershadow. The vampires are for AOS, and they're a lot more painterly. But even this is like quite quick to do. It's only the kind of like the final highlights which take some time. And then everybody's seen my Tomb Kings. Everybody's seen my Tomb Kings, and they're reasonably quick. If you want to know how I painted my Tomb Kings, there's a video on my YouTube for it as well. Similar colour scheme to my Ideneth. This is just keeping everything cold. I really like my Ideneth colour scheme. I think it looks fantastic. There's not a single warm tone on the model. Everything's blues, greens and purples. Quite cool actually, because it links in with these quite well. Did you see the new 3D castle bundle from Printable Scenery? No. No. 3D castle bundle. This is just going to make me want a 3D printer though. A Bamboo Labs. You will get Bamboo to print it. Oh yeah. Right, so we've got the last one. And I've got another unit to do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is 12, so I've got 8 left to do. Because I've got 20 crossbows. Can I link here or in Discord? If you're a subscriber, you can link here. Pop a link up in here, dude. You're a subscriber, aren't you? Yeah, Spike. Throw it up in here. La la la, I don't need scenery, but I don't need a castle. I don't need a giant sailing ship. Oh, they've not done a sailing ship as well, have they? Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, that's really cool. That's fantastic, isn't it? And they've got ruins as well. The ruins are really nice. Yeah, that's really nice, dude. Very, very, very cool. There we go. So that's those 12. So let's get the other 8 out. I also need to decide what colour, if any, to do the shields. I have painted them silver, so I did airbrush the tops and fade it down. So we either need to paint the shields or we need to paint the skulls on the front. I don't know what colour to paint either of those yet. I think we might keep the shield silver, but then we have to paint the skulls a colour of something. There of course is Marathi. So we've done a cool Marathi. Old classic Marathi. Painting the last of my heretic legions. Nice. Yeah, if anybody wants to show off what they're painting at the moment, throw it up in the stream gallery. We'll show them off on stream. If you've got any projects you're working on. Castle looks good, doesn't it? Now you just need to crowdfund a bamboo printer. Yeah. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Colour are you doing the clothes on them? Blue. They're blue. They're blue. Oh, the one I showed earlier. Blue. Secretly wanting to paint high elves? No, definitely not. It's very unlikely. Oh dear. It's very unlikely I'll do a high elf army unless there's like a really cool elite themed army idea that either somebody comes up with or I come up with for high elves. Like, I don't know, 10 of the lion 10 of the lion chariots or something. A lion chariot army. There we go, that sounds quite cool. So yeah, it's very unlikely I'll do high elves unless something like that turns up, whereas dark elves I will collect and do everything. Have all the models. Was that Thunder? Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? Thundercats. Oh, yeah, it'll probably end up being blue, won't it? But then it's either blue or gold, isn't it? It's either blue or gold. Dark elves are just high elves with more sharp edges. And cooler colour schemes. So yeah, you'll be glad to know, Tobes, that I think I'm going to do my wood elves green and red. So not even close to your colour scheme. Not even close to your colour scheme. God, we've nearly done all these. They do look good actually. They do look good with the They do need a highlight, so they just need one highlight just to pop them. But they do look good with the grey. So yeah, we've got all the cloaks to paint on the spears and obviously the crossbows as well. But I just thought I would do the crossbows first because the crossbows just kind of the crossbows looking silver just kind of pulls everything in and just makes everything look the same. So I thought I would, because I've kind of gone over and just blacked in or blued in the cloth already. So I thought I would just get the crossbows done, particularly with the reveal of the crones yesterday, because they're really cool. And hopefully that means that the Cainite faction for Age of Sigmar will be coming soon. Well, will be coming, not soon, because we know it's not going to come soon. But maybe at some point in the not too distant future we might get Cainite Shadowstalkers. As an AOS faction. What were they called? What was the faction called? I forget now. Rebel Scott's posted in the stream gallery before I even put them on my own Insta. Wow! Oh, we better go and have a look at those then. Right, if anybody's got anything to throw up in the stream gallery, do it now. Because I've just cleaned my brush and we're going to go and have a look. So Purpley Spark has finished doing all her Barrow. God, they look good, don't they? Look at that, dude. They just look really good. These are going to look amazing. If they ever do vampire counts, these are just going to look amazing ranked up. Oh, that guy is a champion ranked up. And then she also made a silicon mold of the White King's base, which is awesome. The White King's base is this one here. that base. So she made a silicon mold of that base so that she can put it on this guy as well. Umbraneth, that's it. Thank you, Mannerings. Thank you, Mannerings. Umbraneth. Canite, Shadow Stalkers. And then there's the resin pour. Oh wow, Spiky boy. Check out Spiky doing this. Jesus, look at this. The detail in all of these, Spike. Whoa! So this is Legion, yeah? These are cool. Nicely done, dude. Nicely done. Wow, mate, really cool. Some of the new hard plastic stuff that AMG is doing. Ah! Oh my word. One stop. One stop. And then we also need lots of positive thoughts for these two who have just had their neutering surgery. That's so cool, dude. Dig a tuggle, dig a tuggle. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Nice one, thanks, dude. That's proper cool. Right, let's do some more. These are looking good. These are looking good. Right, so I've got 5 left to do, and then I'll have. And then we just need to do some really quick highlights just along the top edges. Purpley Spark, this is the same colour as the trim for your Emperor's Children. Eclipse Grey from Scale Colour. It's a lovely Eclipse Grey. So I just need Blackguard and Executioners for my Dark Elves. I'll have. I'm converting Harpies out of the Daughters of Cain winged ladies. Although I do need some claws for them, because I don't have any claws. Well, the models don't have any claws, rather. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. And then what was my Wood Elf army was all Glade Guard. I didn't glue that on vertical, did I? All Glade Guard with some Warhawk Riders. So it's basically the battalion box, isn't it? It's the battalion box, some Warhawk Riders, and then I want to try and convert the heroes as best I can. But there's no dragon in my Wood Elf list. I'm going to do the dragon as a bit of a display piece. Rather than as part of the army. Might do it so that it slots in to the display piece on its display plinth on its gaming base. What about the Dark Elves? Are going to do a Hydra? Just got to paint it. Just got to paint it. And print its base. So that's one of the files which I was in the middle of supporting. So I need to print its base. I've already printed the base for the, well, sort of printed the base for the Black Dragon for the Dark Elves. Dark Elves definitely have a dragon. So that's converted from the Stormcast one. Because Dark Elves have a dragon. Of course Dark Elves have a dragon. But keep bashing my characters. Yeah, I think I'll probably do the same. I want to do some sculpting on the Wood Elf characters. Like really kind of push some ideas. So I'm going to get all the characters when they come out, like the nobles and stuff, because they're really, really, really nice models. I just want to kind of tweak them, make them my own a little bit. Still want to do that a little bit with the Tomb Kings. I still want to make a Tomb King champion for my Ushabti, so I can have a Tomb King leading the Ushabti, stick him on a big base. So I'll do that as although I could just use the one I've already done and just stick them on a larger base and then convert a fresh new one to be the actual Tomb King. So that's a possibility. So yeah, what colour do I paint the Hydra for the Dark Elves? Just paint it green, don't you? But with like a blue undertone or something. Might be the next logical thing to try and do. Is that all of them? Wow, done them all. Super cool. Okay, that's excellent. Right, so now we can just go in and do one quick highlight and a quick shade. I love my assassins though. Look how cool the assassins are. Pew, pew, pew. This is the one that I converted to give him a repeater bolt throw. Repeater crossbow, sorry, not a repeater bolt thrower. An assassin with a repeater bolt thrower would be ridiculous. Got to do green bases. Why? Why have I got to do green bases? Why have I got to do green bases? Dark Elf Assassins still as undercosted and overstated as they were in 6th and 8th. Not really. They're not that good. Unfortunately, it would be nice if they were a little bit cheaper. I do have 2 of them. I would like 3 of them, so I might have to pick up a 3rd because I have. One with a repeater crossbow, repeater crossbow and a hand weapon. One with 2 hand weapons, so I need to give one. I need to get a 3rd one so I can give him a double-handed weapon, a great weapon. So that would be cool if I can grab another one. Pick another one up. And then just have 3 assassins, because 3 assassins and 3 units of executioners or something, or 2 units of executioners and a massive unit of spearmen would be brilliant. And that should be dry now as well, so I can hopefully paint that. Hopefully nothing breaks off it. The tip of that ponytail had snapped off, so I just sculpted a fresh one on there. Functionally useless. Hey Ren, how are you doing? Yeah, I definitely want a 3rd one. Because if I get a 3rd one, I could have him standing a little bit more upright, bring this arm forward, so he's like holding on to a big nasty looking great weapon, and then I would have all the assassin variations. But this one's really cool. And there's the cloak as well. So he's got a cool cloak fitting on. So I did one cloak like that, and then I put another cloak in a saucepan of water so I could flatten it out a little bit. So this cloak is much flatter, as you can see. So yeah, it's just really cool. I like assassins a lot. Great model. It is, isn't it? So yeah, I will convert another assassin at least. Go live instead of attacking me here. Yeah, I'll stop streaming. You go live. Right, so this one is this one skin? Yeah, this one's all skin, isn't it? So if we get some black. Should have. We need some Bugman's Glow, because all good skin is based around Bugman's Glow. Right, now question. Yeah, the question was, can I paint this head base coated in Bugman's Glow with a shitty brush? Nice and quick. Before I get the nice brush out to try and paint all the other faces. The answer is just about. Let's get the nice brush, or at least the brush that isn't dying. What are you painting for your Dark Elves at the moment, Ren? Have you got any Dark Elf projects on the go? The kind of the finished looking scheme. I didn't want to go purple or red, so I went kind of really dark blue on the Dark Elves. I think they look really good. Cold skin. Right, let's see if we can. It's gonna be tricky. corner of that crossbow is being completely in the way. Yep. So if we can just do this on all of them. What's the scheme for the blue? It's just blue. It is, in terms of a recipe, it is what's it called? It's Imperium blue and medium blue, but the Imperium blue has probably got a little bit of black in it. Where is it? Oh, did I use that? I might have used that actually. Dark Prussian blue? I think it's Dark Prussian blue. Dark Prussian blue and Imperial blue. Medium blue, sorry. What were we painting? Faces.
Woohoo!
Sinister! How are you doing indeed? Woohoo indeed. How are you? Thank you very much. How are you? How's your day? Just trying to paint that pink nose. Okay, that'll do. There's going to be a few of those, I think. Hey Muzz, how are you doing? Did I sort my panel scribing tool? Not yet, no. Not yet. It is in my basket. It is in my basket. I've not ordered it yet. How are you doing? Just sat down at the office packing out my painting kit. Nice. There we go. Slow and steady. Tired of coming after moving the works. Nothing works. Oh no! Oh no, Muzz. Well, I've got chili again tonight, so I'm going to have some of that chili, and then off stream I'm just going to finish glazing some more of the Emperor's Children for purples. So they need a purple glaze on some of the models, so I'll do that tonight. Probably stick some YouTube on or Netflix or something. And then tomorrow's movie night. What did you say? They need a little purple spark. Ha 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 ha. Really don't need to paint the hand behind the shield. So yeah, do we think blue for the? It's probably blue, isn't it? Right? Yeah, that's one coat. We'll do a second coat just to cover up the last little bits of shiny silver. Yeah, it's probably blue, isn't it? What's the movie this week about? Florence Pugh running over Andrew Garfield and then eventually having a really cool, weird relationship. We live in time indeed. Your high elves are looking great. Thank you, Hendy. I was saying earlier, Hendy, that it's very unlikely that I would do a high elf army unless somebody or me came up with a really cool, like, elite, well, probably elite focused theme. And then I was like, for instance, like 10 lion chariots or something. And then I was like, ooh. Good movie. Tis. Less gory than Abigail. Yes, it is definitely less gory than Abigail. Abigail being one of the best black comedies in recent times. Probably along with like Ready or Not or something. Romance, ooh. Is that Target out for the week? For this week's movie night. I wonder how good the Lion Chariot actually is after coming up with that silly 10 Lion Chariots. I wonder how... Although I bet you can't even run 10 Lion Chariots actually. I bet they're like 0 to 1 or something. Don't even know whether they're any good. Probably at least a special choice. Yeah. You'd have to run some sort of weird core choice, wouldn't you? It's like the Minotaurs. The Minotaur list is annoying because you have to run a unit of gore. Although hopefully not in the Arcane Journal list. Which can't be that far away. Come on, release the Beastmen and the Wood Elves at the same time. Just do it, Games Workshop. Max Chariots, minimum archers. Gotta have a back line to handle those pesky flyers. Do you? Really though? Like, if the pesky flyers are gonna target your back line, just don't have a back line. Just have all chariots charging forwards going, yeah. And then the flyers are like, oh, well, where's the back line? We haven't got anything to do now. And then they just get charged by chariots. Like, why worry if you don't even have it? Oh, I'm going to get right up in your backline with these flyers. What backline? Flyers that will charge and walk down the chariots. Those flyers. No! The lions will just eat them. They've got lions, haven't they? Lions will eat the flyers. Nom nom nom. Come on then, what's core? What's core in that? Actually, is there an Arcane Journal list for the High Elves that's slightly more chariot orientated? Where you can have something slightly more interesting for the core? If you only have a front line, nobody likes a dragon up the ass. If you only have a front line, This is not Total War Warhammer 1 DLC. I have no idea what that means because I've not played it, so I don't get the reference, unfortunately. I tried to play Total War 3 and was like, meh. Oh no, it's not there, is it? There was a DLC with Beastmen and Wood Elves. See, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. They're going to release Beastmen and Wood Elves at the same time. Forces of Fantasy, Forces of Good. There we go. Forces of Fantasy, Forces of Good. Okay. High Elves. High Elves. Composition. Silver Helms? You take Silver Helms? Hang on, where are the... Oh, so I can have one. So I have to have Tyrannic Chariots. One Lion Chariot. I have to have a Hunter Elven Honor in a Lion Chariot. And then I'm guessing a Lion Chariot in here? Yeah, Lion Chariots. So I can have 25% plus 1 plus 2. So I can have 500 points of Lion Chariots plus an extra 1 plus a character. That's lame. And then I have to have Tyrannic Chariots. I don't even know what they are. Should we find them? I don't even know if they're any good. They're probably crap. Chariots are crap. Chariots are always crap. White Lions of... yeah. Swordsman. Phoenix Guard. Silver Helms. Rah! Dragon... oh, I could have Dragon... oh no, they're definitely not cool. Right, Tyrannic Chariots. 75 points. Movement 9. The War Lion is only movement 8. It's got 2 attacks at strength 4. And it's got no special rules. Nothing interesting it does. Impact hits D6. Valor Evader, Stubborn, Lion Cloak. First Charge. Elven Reflexes. Unit size 1. Okay. Okay. White Lions on foot aren't probably aren't core to keep a theme. Valor Evaders and Elven Reflexes isn't enough for you. No, because like other stuff has like turn that on. Other stuff has some interesting like special rules. But no, they just have the universal special rules. And the elven special rules. There we go. Oh no. Kind of. Well, it's just rules. It's just Griffin. No. Dragons! No. No, 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 no. Not come up with a cool high elf army list idea yet then. It's official. We haven't yet come up with a cool high elf army list idea. Not yet, anyway. Cool high elf army list ideas. What's the Arcane Journal armies? I'm guessing there's like a Dragon Princess one. It's because high elves are inherently uncool. Well, they do have to compete with the dark elves. I still don't know why the Dark Elves got put in the cities of Sigmar. Seaguard Garrison and a Trace White Lions army. Seaguard Garrison. The Trace army is kind of cool because it brings its own terrain. Trace army would be cool. So what's the army composition of the Trace army? I'll have to get the PDF. I've got all the Arcane Journals, apart from the High Elf one actually in PDF, so I'll have to get that one. That bloody crossbow corner is really annoying. Brings its own terrain. What terrain does it bring? That's cool. We will have to have Ready or Not as a movie night soon. Mainly because Ready or Not 2 is coming out soon. Big lion statue. They can bring a piece of difficult terrain that is at its widest point 12 inches. What? Well, you just plonk a massive piece of difficult terrain in the middle of the battlefield. Seems a little bit unfair. What's the terrain? Just anything you like, or has it got a... Is it a massive white lion head? 12 inches wide though. Sounds like they're taking ideas from AOS and going, oh, this is a really good idea, let's use that. It's not specified. Oh, really? "12-inch square of broken glass." That would be cool, wouldn't it? Just like a big circle of broken glass. Silly question, but is it difficult terrain for the high elves as well? That would be utterly dumb if it wasn't. But just checking. Oh, I can't wait for the Wood Elf Arcane Journal. Problem with both lists is they give up half of the roster, and I don't like that. I like my armies varied, so I stick with the base list. Yes! Yeah, totally. But on the flip side to that, I do like being able to run things that allow you not to take core choices, like the Minotaur one, because I like my Minotaur army. 2 Doom Balls and 18 Minotaurs. So yeah, I like the variety, and writing old world lists is definitely more exciting and interesting than writing 40k and AOS lists at the moment. Just love the models. I generally like the models. I think the models mostly hold up when you rank and file them. But like the new Soulblight Death Rattle stuff would be amazing in a vampire army. So hopefully vampire counts get some sort of official release. I may still write a vampire count list, 2000 point vampire count list that's just vampires and skeletons with a Coven throne or something. I think that would be cool. Some of the new stuff is neat. Most of it is over design. There was a sweet spot 8th where they refreshed those high elves and strikes the right balance. Yes. Yeah, like the new AOS chaos stuff. If you tried to rank and file those, it would be a nightmare because it's just too much detail. So yeah, I can see that, but I really do like. I think the Death Rattle stuff is pretty spot on. I mean, these are amazing as well. So. So yeah, wood elves, lots of archers, lots of way watchers, lots of warhawk riders, a few glade riders, great eagles, army done. Definitely gonna look cool. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 done so far. So we nearly got an entire unit of the crossbows done up to the skin stage, which is awesome. This is exciting. What were the wood elves like to paint, Toby? What were those wood elves like to paint, the old ones? I will airbrush that wood elf tonight, just to kind of try and nail in a couple of greens, because you don't want to use, because I want to do red and green, but you don't want to do too bright of red and green. One of them has to be desaturated, otherwise it starts looking like Christmas. And I'm certainly not painting Christmas wood elves. Warriors of Wilderness. Once the players have finished placing terrain, a Shrasian war host player may place one additional terrain measuring between 8 and 12. This may be placed anywhere on the battlefield and not within 6 inches of a special feature. Wow. So you could just have like a 12 by 12. I mean, that would be really funny, wouldn't it? Because you could take two pieces of terrain, one that's 12 by 12 for when you wanted to kind of like control a massive area of the battlefield, and one that's like 12 by 2 when you just wanted to block off an area of the battlefield. Very interesting. Oh, did I paint his face? Yes. Uh, 50% of that army can be normal lion chariots, by the way, and the leaders can take chariots as well. So you could get close to 10. Oh, 50% could be chariots. Can't decide if I should try to glaze my Acadian fatigues brighter. I seem to remember them being alright. Sinister. Yeah, I seem to remember these being cool. I don't think that. I think that's cool. I don't think they need to be lighter. Look really good. What does everybody else think? Yeah, if anything, I'd go darker. If anything, I'd add a bit more shading to certain areas to bring attention to the top. nice that you keep the Slanesh theme going. The Slanesh scheme? What Slanesh theme? Cough, Marathi, cough. Purples, welcome back. Have you been to get the potatoes? Is that where you've been? Oh no, you had a meeting, didn't you, Purples? When do you get to pick the potatoes up? Get the potatoes at 4. We were talking about high elves, Purples, and whether I could think of a cool army idea for high elves. And unfortunately you can't, because you need to run core units. And even if you run the Carthian war host to run more lion chariots, you still have to have boring core choices. Isn't that what you're painting? No, these are dark elves. Must wait for the nurse to call you. These are dark elves. These aren't high elves. I love that Marathi can have demonettes in Warhammer 3. What? In Warhammer 3? Tyrion and Teclis in the old world. Hendy's the one to talk to about the timeline, but I think it's too early. Hendy's all hooked up with the timeline. Still being on knobheads on their magical island. Yeah, because they're alive, aren't they? They're just not there. Because they're pretty much always alive. Being elves and all. Okay, well, we need to do his face. That's the same Teclis as his magical tuberculosis after Alariel gives him a boob staff.
Speaking of knobhead, your head is in the way Christopher tongue moved.
Thank you. Tongue moo.
They look cool, Christopher, but they're not BDSM enough for dark elves.
They look really cool. They're proper old school dark elves. It's all right. I'll add the Juan Diaz witch elves to them soon. How big a unit of witch elves do I need? Or do I need 2 units of witch elves? I'm just making molds and casting them up, so it doesn't matter how many, really, because I've got the models. Shades. My converted shades. So I need to do a unit of 5 of these because they're cool as shit. Yeah, I have a lot of random Dark Elf bits and bobs. These are looking really good though. Yeah. I got given a mass load of those sprues. I've got loads of them to convert up into shades. They have hand weapons, and because I've no idea what the best loadout for the shades is, but I'm just going to give them all repeater crossbow and a hand weapon, I think. That one's got 2 repeater crossbows, of course. But that's just because it looks cool. So one of them will have 2 hand weapons to make up for it. Yeah, Weight Watchers in Wood Elves. Yeah, that's why I want loads of Weight Watchers as well. So I'd love to have 2 units of Shades. I haven't quite got, I think anyway, I don't think I've got quite the models. I'd have to buy another sprue to do 2 units of Shades. But definitely want 2 units of Weight Watchers. Because Weight Watchers are awesome. I want the Weight Watchers more than I want War Dancers. War Dancers are iconic, but I want Weight Watchers more. Hey Twitch lady, how are you?
LOL, I thought you said Weight Watchers, Christopher. And I was like, why the fuck would elves want to lose weight?
Weight Watchers and Hawk Riders. Yep, that's the way I'm going, Sinister. 2 units of Weight Watchers, 2 units of War Hawk Riders. WYSIWYG sucks anyway. Yeah, WYSIWYG's pointless. As my video that got like 50% hate, 50% yes on YouTube said, WYSIWYG doesn't exist in 40k anyway, so. Objectively, the coolest way to run EW. EW? Oh, Wood Elves. Yeah. Have I shown you my list? Where's my list? Oh, this was my vampire. This was my vampire list to see how many. Hang on. What's like a good unit size? With spears. Dink, dink, dink. Duplicate. 1,000 points. Oh my god. That's a whole lot. I know. I want loads of skeletons. I want loads of skeletons and just vampires. Right, where's my Wood Elves? There's my Wood Elves. So Wood Elves, I mean this is me just like pissing around, like throwing extra things in. So is it 2 Way Stalkers? Yeah, 2 Way Stalkers. A Shadow Dancer's probably like not even there, but so 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Guard. The Dryads need to go. Don't want Dryads. Bye bye. 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Riders. Oh, that's why. That's why I put the Dryads in, because they're 160 points. And then 3 Warhawk Riders, 3 Warhawk Riders, Scouts, 5 Weight Watchers, 5 Weight Watchers, 2 Great Eagles. But I need 160 points of core. Oh, I need to give them these. So if we give them all the expensive ones. Glade Guard. Arcane Bodkins is one of the best ones to have, isn't it? Yeah, -2 armor penetration. I know Hendy said which ones he liked. I feel like I want at least 1 or 2 10-man Glade Guard units. 120 points missing. Well, I'm going to need another unit of Glade Guard, aren't I? Make a unit of 10 with a Lord's Bowman and Arcane Bodkins. There we go. Oh wow, it's points per models. Yeah! Yeah! Why do you think Old World's really cool? See, I only need 9 in that unit. Kind of want a dragon in there. No, I don't want the dragon in there. I don't want the dragon in my list because I want more stuff. Old World is cool because it has Skaven. You want small skirmishing units of Glade Guard. That's why I have 4 units of 5. I'll just put the 9 in there because I needed the 500 points of core units. So yeah, that's the direction I'm going. I just need to get the core. I just need to get the core units up. What's the other core units? I mean, I don't want. I think that's why I put the Dryads in, because I didn't want. Well, I suppose I could have Deepwood Scouts. Oh, that works, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Have Deepwood Scouts with the Bowman and the Bodkins. There we go. Get rid of the 9 Glade Guard. Get rid of the 9. Oh no, that's the Glade Guard. Remove. How many am I short now? 39 points, for God's sake. I mean, the Deepwood Scouts can then have like some cool magic-y shit. No? Yeah, magic weapons for the Lord's Bowman. There we go. Give him 39 points, he can only have 25. Wailing Arrow, there we go. He can have a Wailing Arrow, and the Deepwood Scouts one can have a Wailing Arrow. There we go, done. There we go, 501 points. Boom, done. So that's my core units. And then, yeah, 2 units of Warhawk Riders, 2 units of Deepwood Scouts. It's just all shooty shoots. It's just all shooty shoots.
Old World without Scarven shenanigans is not Warhammer Fantasy at all. I mean, who else would be a pain in Nagash's bony butt?
Stag or Steed? I really want the Stag. I really want the Stag. The model's weird though. The model doesn't look like a stag, so I don't quite know what to do about the model. And I can't think of another. I can't think of an actual stag to convert them out of. Unless you go to like Middle Earth and get Thranduil or something. So I would like to do a stag. I would like to have the Lord on a stag, so he could just like piss around and charge around and be a nuisance. But I don't really know what to do about it, because it doesn't really look like a stag. It's weird. And I kind of want to stick with Games Workshop for the elves. Maybe use some 3D prints, but I kind of want to, like, maybe convert sculpt a stag. But yeah, like, I just want. It's just going to be loads of fun, like converting the Waystalkers and the Waywatchers and shit. Nothing in AOS. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything staggy in AOS. Like there's the Underworld's Warband that's got the centaur elf, and you can kind of say, oh, I'll use him to represent a Glade Lord on a stag, but that's just a little bit too Now, I'm not going to say high fantasy because we found out that high fantasy and low fantasy wasn't what I was thinking. But I think that would just kind of go too much towards AOS for me. Because I always thought AOS was high fantasy and Warhammer Fantasy was low fantasy. But as we found out, that's not true. But I just think going in that direction is just a little bit too far away from cool wood elves. But no, I can't think of any cool stags. There's the yeah, I don't know. I might just have to get like a horse and sculpt something. Get like a chaos horse. So get I don't know. For example, get Archaon's old chaos horse and sculpt the shit out of that or something. Because the stag is cool, and I kind of want the stag. Oh, also I want a green knight. I want an allied green knight because I always wanted to paint the green knight. So the green knight is going to be an ally possibility for the wood elf. So I will paint a green knight up to match the wood elf basing scheme. Green Knight ally is cool. How about a prehistoric giant deer? A prehistoric giant deer. Could go from wild. Yeah, the Wild Riders are close. They're really spindly though. They're really spindly. I think I'm more likely, because I quite like the pose of the actual one. I think I'm more likely to get the actual one and just change its head, because it's the head that doesn't look like a deer. Stag. I don't know what they were doing with the head. The head looks like a bear or something. Looks like a bear with antlers. It's got like a bear snout. I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm more likely to try and sculpt a new head on the actual one. It's an older model. It's not that old, really. Do Waystalkers have Azrael longbows by default? I believe so. I believe so. One sec, I'm just going to nip to the bathroom and then I'll come back and we'll carry on talking Dark Elves. Dark Elves, I meant Wood Elves. We'll carry on talking Wood Elves. Right, so, what was the question about the Waystalkers? Waystalkers have an Azrai longbow, yes. They have an Azrai longbow by default. Which is good. And they can also shoot at enemy characters, which is awesome. So you can just pew. Muster of Malevolence is good for them. Yeah. And I'd also give them the. I didn't quite get the pages right on this, as you can see. I'd also give them. Where's the silly? One of those two, Hail of Doom or the Wailing.
Oh, I had a good one yesterday. Do you know why the pyramids are in Egypt?
I don't know, Purples. Hail of Doom and Muster of Malevolence. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Muster of Malevolence is D3 strength 3 hits. Strength 2.
Because they're too big to fit in the British Museum.
And then the Way Watchers. The Way Watchers are so cool. Ballista skill 5 Way Watchers. Yeah. They're only movement 5 though, but who cares? With evasive, feigned flight, fire and flee, and ignore cover, and move through cover. Oh, it's just... Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, yeah, I will airbrush this. I'll do a red and then a green and see how they look, because I'm tempted to do this kind of green. Tempted to go that kind of like desaturated green with red underneath, with red shading, because then you can do red shading underneath everything. Because I do kind of want to do them green. I just want to do them cool green. I just want to do them a good green. Or alternatively, I could do it brown, orange and purple. I think that would also look good. Yeah, I'll airbrush those after the stream. I'll airbrush that after stream. Because he could be one of the way seekers. Way stalkers. My hair in the way again, I'm sorry. I've changed the camera so it's a little bit more vertical and it's a bit more tricky to keep my head out of the way as it seems. I hope we hear about possibly when they might be coming out. I do hope they do a dual release of Wood Elves and Beastmen. The Fro, dark blue greens and a bit of purple and blue. Cult 3D, let's have a look at this. Prehistoric giant deer. Yeah, you see, that's a deer, isn't it? I don't know what they did with. I don't know what they did with the stag. At the same time, it means a bit more time for getting funds together, etc. Yes, yes, definitely, it does. So it is definitely swings and roundabouts, and I have been putting little bits aside, ready for when the battalion drops, so I can pick up the battalion and bits. And it also gives me time to try and get some headway into things like these as well. We'll probably be back to Emperor's Children tomorrow, by the way, because we've got 2 days before hopefully all the rest of the Emperor's Children turns up, and we get to paint like Lucius and stuff on stream. Really want Cathay, but must be good. Well, the thing is, like, we've got Beastmen and Wood Elves in their entirety to come out, hopefully, before Cathay. So, in theory, they should be months away. But we don't know. Like, why the hell would they reveal them so early if they're months away? And if they're not months away, then how are they going to get them in? Because the release schedule is going to have to be stupidly quick if they're going to get them in. And it's not like December. So I think that I kind of think that the release schedule has been so slow for Old World, slow and like slow and steady, so that they can kind of get ahead of all the releases that they're going to do, and then they can just go, here you go, here's like bang 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 bang, here's the Old World stuff to catch up, because we've already got the production sorted, sort of thing. Because like we've already seen that Old World leak of the Wood Elves and the Beastmen blisters. So, like they didn't have those for the Tomb Kings, for instance, or the Orcs, because they were still catching up with the Tomb Kings when they did the Tomb Kings one. It took ages to catch up on those made to orders. So maybe they're just trying to taking it slow to get ahead in production, so that they can then drop everything quite quickly. August is your bet for Cathay. I can't help but think that you're right. And if that's right, that's some very quick turnarounds for the Beastmen and the Wood Elves, which is awesome. So yeah, it's just it's a really weird one. It's a really weird one. Because I don't think it's going to follow the release kind of tempo. That's a good word. The release tempo that we've had for the rest of Old World. So yeah, I need battalion box, cards and dice for Wood Elves. Yeah, we don't really know, Sophie. It's like... Yeah, I mean, that's if Cathay is, like I keep saying, if Cathay is like August, September time, they kind of almost have to do Wood Elves Beastmen at the same time, because you've got the 3-wave release. You got the initial release, and then like the made to order and a couple of extra ones, and then the final few, which we've been having for all the other releases. That takes like 6 to 10 weeks, if not 3 months. And you can't do 3-month release for Wood Elves, 3-month release for Beastmen, and then still get Cathay out this year. I mean, you can. That was a facetious comment, but you know what I mean. Hopefully. Because there are post toys in the baskets and she usually sleeves in there. Chips is looking for the potato. She went into the laundry basket and was meowing. Oh no! They did do Empire in under a month, didn't they? And then they did High Elves in like How long has it taken since the High Elves? High Elves have been like really slow. So it's, yeah, the tempo's been all over the place. Like I wasn't expecting, you know, when the Orcs and Goblins dropped, I wasn't expecting the Orcs and Goblins to drop that quickly after the Tomb Kings and the Bretonnians. We pretty much just finished the Tomb Kings and the Bretonnians, and then the Orcs and Goblins dropped, and then there was nothing for ages. So the old world releases have been really all over the place. It's really difficult to guess. Almost like it was, yeah, it was the end of the financial year. So what do we think? Do we think they're going to drop everything within like a month of each other? Do you think they can do like entire Beastman release within a month? And then go very, very quickly on to an entire Wood Elf release?
GW has had issues with production for quite some time now, so it's not really surprising.
Well, yeah, so that was my thing about like maybe they've been slowing it down to catch up with the production so that they can just drop the Wood Elves and the Beastmen really quickly. Because we have seen those blisters already on the leaks. So maybe that was their plan. Well, either way, if they're gonna get Cathay out in any kind of time that makes sense for such an early reveal, they're gonna have to not rush through. I don't mean rush through, but they're gonna have to speed through the Beastman and the Wood Elf releases. They're gonna have to get them out ASAP and quickly, within the whole range out quickly. Or maybe they don't need the whole range out quickly. Maybe they just do like the Bretonnian and like a first wave and don't worry too much about the rest and bring them out kind of overlapping. I don't know. There's so much weirdness in the tempo of the old world stuff for varying reasons. Like Hendy says, you've got the end of the financial year in there. They didn't want to add too much on because they were making too much money, so they paused all the releases. You've got pausing releases allows you to catch up on production, so you can get ahead of it. If you can get ahead of production, then you can drop lots of stuff very quickly. There's all sorts of stuff in there. It's the old models. We haven't seen anything new for the Wood Elves yet. We've seen the new Beastman Shaman. So that's the other thing as well. We got a new Wood Elf to see. Usually for the should stop saying usually for the last number of armies have been like two new hero models dropped, so we've got potentially 2 new Wood Elf models as well. That's all of them. There were lots of generators in the car park the other week. Right, has this guy got any skin? Yes, he has. He's got a hand, look. So we can paint a hand. I'm going to go make some food in a minute because I'm getting hungry. The Grave Guard is still in the Battle Tome. Really? So the Battle Tome has Grave Guard and Barrow Guard? I don't believe that. Wow, really? That is weird. That is weird. No, I don't have to take a pick. I believe you. I just need to go and watch Honest Wargamer's breakdown again because I didn't notice that. That's weird. And yes, this guy is cool as shit. I need to give him a purple mask. And then we can call him Zemo. Redoing Bugman's. I heard they were redoing Bugman's. I heard that the new guy wanted it to look less like Bugman's and more like a restaurant, which made me super sad. So hopefully that's not what they're doing. It's the downside of getting external people in to run things in the hobby. Got your Grave Guard, Crypt Guard, Tomb Guard, Sarcophagus Guard, your Pyramid Guard. So the kitchen is shut down so you get food from a truck. Oh, so they're redoing the kitchens. Okay, that's not redoing Bugman's as such then. Okay. Hopefully they don't redo Bugman's because, like, they've already neutered Warhammer World from what it used to be. They really, 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 really don't need to try hard to sell things at Warhammer World because people go there because it's Warhammer World. Just make it look cool as shit and then people will have an even better experience. Anyway. Check the gallery. So where are the... Okay, so have you got Grave Guard as well? So White Lord Death Rattle Skeletons, Baronites Barra Guard. They call them Death Rattle Skeletons, but they're the Grave Guard. No, the Death Rattle Skeletons are the old skeletons. These are the new skeletons. They're not the Grave Guard. No Grave Guard, okay. Yeah, the Grave Guard are the Barra Guard. So I was wondering whether you could use the old Grave Guard as the new Barra Guard and mix them into the same unit. Yeah, no Black Knights because the Black Knights are now Barra Knights. Yeah, so the Black Knights are now Barrow Knights. And the Graveguard are now Barrow Guard. Which is another reason why I'm kind of hoping the vampire counts will come into Old World, because now you've got Black Knights and Graveguard that can go into Old World and not compete, because they now don't have models. You should pick up the Cursed City box soon. Yes, because then also you have loads and loads of skeletons. Right, so this guy's cool as shit. What about the old world? What do you mean, what about the old world? I'm lost. I'm lost! Oh, as in what I was just saying. Just what I was saying about the Vampire Counts ending. I think you said that they might do Vampire Coast because the aesthetic's still too similar. Because everything's been replaced in Soul Black Gravelords now. They don't have any old model rangers. Vampire Coast. Vampire Coast would be really, really cool. Like I said, Cathay is a huge, in my opinion, huge precedent for Old World, because it shows that they're very, very, very willing to put a shitload of effort and time and resources into new factions. So the obvious next one is Kislev, where we finally get bear riders, as we were promised in the very, very first concept art. But then it also does open up, like, okay, well maybe they will just go Vampire Coasts. Rather than Vampire Counts. Because they could...
Navy blue rhymes with poo, scrape it off my butt and wipe it on you.
They could release Vampire Counts, I think, anyway. They could release Vampire Counts. However, if they do think the aesthetic is too close and they do kind of go, okay, well let's put some effort into doing Vampire Coast's army, that would be cool as shit, wouldn't it? How are you doing? Up to no good? Kislev is pretty much done. Oh yeah, 100%. 100% Kislev is already kind of sculpted and finished. They're probably still in production of converting it over to sprues and things. And they just chose to... It's interesting how they did actually choose to do Cathay first. I suppose Cathay is Cathay, for those of, because I don't play Old World, is Cathay considered by the Old World community a larger faction than Kislev? Oh, you don't have only Death Rattle Skellies. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine then. So you don't have to worry about that then now, purples. All you have to do now is just put all your skellies together. I think I've got 50 of the skellies. Because I got 20 from Cursed City. Because I bought because they're different. I checked. So I bought 20 of the Cursed City skellies, and then I got 30 of the Soul Black Gravelord Death Rattle skellies, so that you've got some variety in there. And it could just, the Cathay thing could just be to like appeal to the Far Eastern audience as well. Doing good. Excellent, dude. Excellent. So another quick shout out just before we finished, everybody. If you do want to help support the stream and me and everything so that I can keep doing this, then obviously watching the stream is huge. Thank you very much. But you could also use some of my affiliate links. So there's Element Games and Griffin Gaming. Element Games if you're further up north and you would like to use the Element Games link. You get double crystal reward loyalty points if you use my code as well. It makes a huge difference to me if you grab your stuff from Element Games and use that affiliate link. And if you use the Griffin Gaming one, you get 5% off your order as well, which is awesome. So there's two ways that you can really easily support me without too much impact. You could grab some commissions if you wanted anything painted. So we've got Purpley Sparks, Emperor's Children on the go at the moment. We've also got Shirato's Amazons, which we're going to be painting very, very soon once the Emperor's Children are either finished or very, very nearly finished. And then there's also my 3D printing website if you want to go and have a look at that. By the way, did you all see the Knives of Granite War? So have you seen the stream title, Sinister? I'm guessing you've seen the stream title, Sinister. For these are why I am painting Dark Elves today. That is why I'm painting Dark Elves today. Oh, he's got gloves on, so he doesn't need any skin. You want them now. I know they're amazing, aren't they? They're really nice models. I'm going to paint them better as well. Right, last couple of models, because I've painted all the skin on the repeater cross. I'm really hungry. I had an egg sandwich for lunch, which was a fair while ago now. I had lunch a little bit early so I could get the stream sorted, and then got distracted. Predator Badlands. Oh, sweet! That would be really cool, Sinister. I like that idea. Full gang? What, the Spire is? With all the extra models and everything, because you've got your terror rating up. I'll have a look at that Predator trailer in a bit. Right, is there anybody on for us to raid? Huntmaster, Auras, Jakara and 2 Yelds. I need to cut up a Yeld's wing. I might do that tonight as well. I need to cut up a Yeld's wing so I can get that Yeld converted. Whittle, Peach, Preachy or Peachy? Ran, Cryo, Whittle and Peach. Shall we have a quick poll in chat where you want me to go? Peach don't know what's happened with the... Oh, Peach doesn't know what's happening. Go Peach, it's been forever. Yeah, he doesn't stream very often, does it? So we don't often get time to raid into Peachy. Do one more. Actually, shall we paint the skin on this guy? Brush Zimikito June Cap Runic. I really like what Peachy does on his YouTube with all the non-wig like Silver Bayonet and his custom James Bond kit. I'm glad that he gets the audience for it. Feels to me like a majority of content creators out there kind of treat the hobby a little too seriously. Gaming or competition. So content creation is creating views. The thing that Peachy's got going for him is that he's already got a bit of a following, so he can create the content for a bit of a more niche market. But if you don't have that to start with, you have to create views, and creating views that's how you create views. So you talk about like the top end. People want to get better and people want to aspire to things. So you have to create that sort of content in order to create views and get the following, because it's very difficult to find the niche following on a platform like YouTube. So it's a little bit of chicken or the egg thing. There we go. Awesome. Well, that guy's really cool. We're going to have to make some more of him. He came out really well with this little kind of bit of... because that's a sculpted rock as well. Putty sculpted rock. So that came out really well as well. Right, we'll definitely have to make some more... definitely have to make some more shades. Right. So we'll set the we'll set the raid up then. Is it just Peachy Tips? I can't remember what his... yeah, it's just Peachy Tips, all one word. Right. Excellent. Right, thank you very much, everybody. I am going to go make some food. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. Thank you very much for watching me do all of this. Oh shit, we've missed a face. Why didn't you guys tell me that I've missed a face? God damn it. Can I paint a face before the raid finishes? I think I probably can, because there's not a lot of face to paint there actually. So thanks very much everybody for hanging out. Please check my affiliate links if you are going to grab anything at the weekend. If you want to grab something from Element Games.
You missed a face, Christopher.
Thanks! Thanks! Brilliant. Right, there we go. Yeah, check my affiliate links if you're going to grab anything from Element Games. Or you're thinking about grabbing something and you don't know where to get it from, consider using Element Games or Griffin Gaming. And I will catch you all again tomorrow. We will be back on The Emperor's Children tomorrow. I just had to have a day of streaming something different, so we did some Dark Elves. There we go. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. Bye. Just look normal already.